Hi, once again this is Jim Stringer and this is TeleScript AV Advanced Tutorial number 2, which is going to cover the Preferences Miscellaneous menu. Once again, I'm only going to cover the items that have not been covered in a previous tutorial. So first, once again, please check your version. Go up to Help, About, and look and make sure that you're using 7.3.1.032. so that what you see on the screen will match what I'm talking about in the tutorial. When you're ready, go up and click Tools and then Preferences and click on the Miscellaneous tab. I'm going to demonstrate each one of these preferences and we'll start with Warn if text is protected. Start with this unchecked, and as you can see, if I type like that, it just types the letters. I'm going to go mark this now with an attribute of protected, and then we'll go up to once again to our preferences, and I'll click Warn if text is protected. I'll click OK and go back here, and let's say now I attempt to type a letter in there, and you'll see the selection contains protected text. For example, bookmarks are protected. Do you want to allow the change? And I'm going to say no. I don't want it to change protected text. This allows you to set certain areas of your text that cannot be changed by somebody later in the editing process. If there is a particular line that's been combed over by your attorneys and every member of the State Department and the State Departments of every other sovereign country on earth, then you can protect that from being changed in this manner. Now I'm going to go back up here and set that so that it does not warn me, and as you'll see when I go back here to that same area, I can make a change to my heart's content. Now, just a word of warning, this can make having that check can make life pretty miserable, because by default, all text in scripts, when you load it, is marked as protected. And if that is set as on, you probably want to go through your script first, hit Control A to select all text, and undo. Make sure that it's all set for an attribute of not protected. Or just uncheck that and it will not warn you if the text is protected. The next thing is disable script editing. I'm going to check that, and as you will see when I press and then try to edit the text, it just makes that dinging noise and will not allow me to edit it. So we'll undo that, and we'll go on to the next section. Now, all of these things are covered in the basic tutorial, so I won't cover this. This also is somewhat covered in basic tutorials, but this is a very complex topic, and we'll cover it in a tutorial of its own. The last item is time license code warning period, which we'll cover timed license code in a later tutorial. But for now, if you have purchased a time license code and it's nearing the end of its validity, then you can set this to warn you a certain number of days in advance. And the default is 0, but you can change it, say for example 10 days in advance, and that way each time you start TeleScript AV, it will warn you if your license code is about to expire. Now this concludes what I'll cover on the Miscellaneous tab, so move on to the next tutorial and I'll see you in a minute.